Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Quan Wath with the great millstone Charlotte Camp. Come with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And this evening, man, just a quick lesson to the spirit. Touching on these psyops, distractions, enchantments that we see going out. We understand, right? This is a highly spiritual time of year, right? Being, post Passover, right? And we understand that the Spirit of the Lord continues to intensify, man, right? And we got major prophecy on the way, right? But in seeing and understanding that, right? Esau is on his last legs, man. So what you're seeing, in the news, right, geopolitically, right, things going on domestically. It's a lot of psyops, a lot of distractions, and a lot of enchantments that are going out, right? We go into the coming eclipse, right? The psyop that they're running on the minds of the people, right? Telling people to prepare for whatever event might take place as a result, right, of this eclipse, right? Whether it does or not. It's putting the people in a heightened state, right? And even a state of pandemonium, right? They're running all these these operations, right? And we understand that they're preparing for something. We don't know exactly what, right? But we know they have something, cooking up, man, right? We had the bridge collapse out there in Baltimore, right? That was whatever it was, whether it was an accident or something they did on purpose, which right? They probably did something on purpose, and even if they didn't, it was the will of the Lord that it took place, right? And then you got this whole, P Diddy situation and various other things taking place in the entertainment industry, right? But all these, those things are all distractions, right? And we're seeing, Esau doing everything in his power to keep the minds of the people occupied, right, on things that are ultimately vanity, man, right? And to turn their eyes away from what we're seeing is a dwindling and crumbling kingdom, man, right? So they know that they have to keep the people's minds, um, what's the word, immersed in the mirth, of Babylon the Great, right? So they can they can control the reaction, you know. But just real quick, we're gonna grab this here in Second Thessalonians chapter 1 or chapter 2, Salakia, verse 1. And it reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and by the gathering together unto him." Right? And what are we doing in the gathering? We're gathering, through these epistles, man. Right? Every brother, that's putting lessons out, man. Right? Whether you and then the time you spend fellowshipping with brothers, the time you spend at camp, right? The believers that come on these comment boards and the brothers and sisters who hear these lessons, right? This is the gathering of the church, man. Right? It says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand, right? We understand that we're in the end times, man, right? And evils and only evils are coming to this place, man. And in understanding that, we're not going to be shaken in mind, right? We're not going to be taken by the distractions, right? We're not going to fall victim to the psychological operations that Esau Edom has set forth, man, right? As the scriptures say, there's no enchantment against Jacob, right? The elites and these high level Satanists use these times to operate in you know on the left hand, right? To put enchantments upon the masses, man, right? But the elect, right, those who are gathered unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, aren't going to fall victim to these things, you know, right? We see various, what's the word, decrees going out that are going to ultimately lead to the famine of the word, right? We see the social credit system being implemented around America, ultimately it's gonna make its way, to the shores of America, man. Right? All these different draconian measures are about to come upon the land, but the elect aren't gonna be shaken by these things, man. Right? It says, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, right? Don't fall victim to what you see out here, man. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And this is what we're seeing, right? As the scriptures here in the NLT, it says that the man of lawlessness is revealed, right? Esau Edom is being exposed, right? The so-called white man, right, with the chief house being Amalek, the throughs, the small hats, right, the J double O's, whatever, however you want to describe them, man, right? The tunnel rats, all these people are being exposed on high levels, man, right? And that's how we know, we're at the end times, right? Because the chief house of Edom is being torn down. They're being brought forth for that inquisition, right? It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High." And this is what they do, right? And that's why you see them doing things such as shooting rockets towards the eclipse, man. Right? You know that they're doing everything in their power to like it says, exalt themselves above Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, because they want to try to replace Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is impossible. And they're trying to fight to get that birthright back, which is also impossible. You know, the heathen imagine a vain thing, right? Um, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High, right? And that's why they're working these enchantments. They're preparing, or they're using because these are their holy days, man, right? They use these different what's the word, astrological events, to work on the left hand, right? It says showing himself that he is the Most High, right? Because they're, like it says, they're claiming that they, have um, what's the word, uh, the powers of the Most High, man, right? You all know Harari, Klaus Schwab, all these individuals, right? It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things," right? And the prophets are giving warning to the people of what's to come, man. You know, um, what's that? Jeremiah 8:28, if I'm not mistaken. No, let's see. So, 28:8. Yeah, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. Right? So we told you of these things, right? We told you that the deceiver is gonna come, right, and deceive the minds of many, right? He's gonna use everything in his bag of tricks to try to sway you, right? To try to shake your faith, right? To try to break you, right? And ultimately to put you into submission, right? Through that charagma, man, that mark of the beast, that implantable device that we see again as just another thing, right? Part of their enchantments, right? Part of their psyops that are taking place, man, right? We're in a very high point in prophecy right now. Wars are on the horizon, various plagues are on the horizon, right? The economic collapse is on the horizon, right? We're saying that the minds of the people of love many wax and cold. That's already taken place. As the elder apostle Tahar, the spirit, you know, gave him the inspiration to coin the year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing, right, all signs are pointing towards Jacob's trouble right now, man. It says here, Second Thessalonians 2, hold up, Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Right. And we're seeing these things taking place in this time, man. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he now letteth. It's like only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Right. And this is the Lord, man. Right. The Lord is allowing these things to take place. Right. At his will, at his beck and call. Right. On his timeline, man. Right. Esau can't do anything quicker or slower than what the Lord has already ordained, man. You know? Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume. And that wicked being the biblical Hebrew Edomite, man. You know, the man who is in power right now, right? The Job 9 and 24s, right? As brothers like to say, you know. And then shall that wicked look more earthquakes in diverse places, man. It's the spirit. This is how we know we're in the end times, man. Uh, And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's starting with the word he's putting through the mouths of the prophets, man. Right? This world is being consumed, their strongholds are being torn down, right? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And when the Lord finally makes his presence known, it's gonna be great destruction, man. And it's all gonna culminate and that nuclear destruction, man, that nuclear fire, which is another thing we see coming on the horizon, man. Nuclear war, you know, the war talks are continuing to brew, right? And it's all the Lord, right? And Yahweh Shai's coming coincides with that, man. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? Now, reading this in the NLT, Salakia, it reads, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. And this is what we're seeing with the Neuralink, right? With the various iterations of the Charagma, right? Whether it be the brain chip, the hand chip, or whatever implantable device that they're going to have, right? In these people, man. These are counterfeit powers and signs and miracles, man. Why? Because as we read, he's sitting. And he's trying to show himself that he is the Most High, man. He's claiming that he is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or he's greater than Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They say things like we no longer have to fear the Most High, right? They say that we have divine power now. That they're gods on earth. This is the pride of this devil. But as the scriptures tell us in Obadiah, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, man, right? Because the Lord is allowing them to get puffed up, right? So that great destruction come upon. It's like that when that great destruction comes upon them, it's gonna be the sweetest, destruction, man, right? It says and with all deceivableness, right? Going to these enchantments, right? Going into these psyops, going into these distractions, right? He's deceiving, right? Well, as we're reading the NLT, but we finish this out. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Right now, reading here, it says he will use in the NLT, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10, he will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, man. He's doing everything in his power, right? All his bag of tricks, right? And this is how we know that he's getting desperate, man. He's doing everything that he can, everything imaginable, right? To get the minds of the people, man, to put the people in a state of desperation, right, where they have to bow the knee, right? But as the scriptures tell us, the Lord has a remnant, 7,000, right, going into a complete number of men, right, who won't bow the knee, or believers who won't bow the knee, right? But it says He will use every, it's like it, it's like He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, right? So He's going to use these psyops, man, to plague the minds of the people. He's going to use these distractions to keep people's minds, off of what's actually happening, man. Right, the important things. They're going to keep them, immersed in folly. He's going to use these enchantments, right? Whether it be through the food, whether it be through the music, whether it be through, various left hand means. He's going to do all these things, man, right? It's like it. To fool them, right? To fool the masses, right? His main target is you Israelites. Um, to fool those on their way to destruction, because there is a two-third, right, that are going to be destroyed on this side, right? And why? They're going to be destroyed because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them. And that truth is being presented uh, to the masses, man. Or to you Israelites. This truth is being presented to you, but you're refusing it, man. All right. The the opportunity for salvation, the chance of a lifetime, is being presented to you, right? But you're too immersed in the goings on in Babylon the Great, and trying to forward yourself, right? Trying to save yourself, right? When this is the only thing that can save you, you know. Um, Going back to King James, it reads, "And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness." Right? So it is, there's a remnant, that are gonna be, redeemed, right? And there's a majority who are gonna be destroyed as a result, man. But just going into again the enchantments, distractions, and psyops that we see taking place, man. Right? The mass majority of people are gonna fall victim to one of the three, if not all three. And they're gonna have their minds swayed, right? And like it says here in the NLT, so the Most High will cause them to be greatly deceived, right? They're going to be deceived, man, right? Their eyes are blinded, their hearts are hardened, and they will believe these lies, right? Whether it be, right, these, you know, them presenting this device as a salvation, as a new idol, right? Whether they believe in this money, they believe in themselves, whatever, whatever it is they're believing in, it's all lies at the end of the day. It's all vanity. Um, Verse 12, then they will be condemned for enjoying evil rather than believing the truth. So this is what we're seeing coming in the land right now, man. Right? Evils and only evils, but as the scriptures tell us, there's no enchantment against Jacob, right? There's no enchantment, there's nothing these devils can do against the elect, right? And even if they can, because some will be martyrs, right? Those spirits are going straight back to the Heavenly Father, man. Right? There's nothing Esau can do, man. Right? He's going to lose at the end of the day, right? But in doing so and understanding that these are coming, he's going to, pull out all the stops, right? So what we're seeing right now, you know, the more terror attacks are coming, right? We're gonna see these migrants, these sleeper cells get activated. We're gonna see the minds of the people continue to fall. We're gonna see more plagues and pestilences, man. We're gonna see death at all time levels. We're gonna see World War III touch the shores of America. We're going to see, the enchantments, whatever takes place as a result of this eclipse, right? All these things, right, are gonna take place, right? But it's all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai at the end of the day, right? And he has it in these devils' minds to push forward more enchantments and more psyops and more. distractions, man. But again, this was just a quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm going to close by giving all praises, glory, and honor, to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Dash. Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Dash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, and Kwam Yasharala. We almost home. Shalom.